Hey everybody, it's Caroline. Welcome to my kitchen. I thought today I'd give you a little tour of a whole food plant-based lifestyle type of refrigerator. So a refrigerator tour, what's inside? So here we go. Okay, so here we go. Here's my fridge. Take a little gander. Let's start on the upper shelf, shall we? I use mason jars a lot for storage. Here I have pickles that my girlfriend made me with homemade or homegrown cucumbers from her garden. So delicious. I always cut up celery and have it soaking in a little spring water to keep it fresh for salads or anytime I might need it. Here's some salad dressing made with sunflower seeds and miso, fresh ginger and garlic with lemon juice. Delicious. It looks a little spare or sparse. It's at the end of the jar. I've got pomegranate arils that I have taken out of the fruit, ready for a salad, ready for top of my breakfast oatmeal. Here's a sauce I made, fresh pineapple sriracha with chilies and pineapple. And here's a chia pudding, chia and flaxseed and hibiscus tea as the liquid. And then I've got my Honeycrisp apples all ready to go. I either top them on top of my oatmeal or in a salad or just as a snack. Down here I've got more freshly washed and ready to go fruit. These are organic seedless grapes. I personally wish I could find grapes with seeds, but I swear they almost don't exist anymore. So these are the seedless. Put those usually on my oatmeal. I've got freshly cut up pineapple and freshly grated organic beet. I peel my beet and grate it with a regular grater and have it ready for my salads. I also love my beets in juice, right? It's so delicious for a fresh pressed juice. And then over here, I've got some lentil and sweet potato stew that I made just for the next meal, a meal of leftovers. I use these green boxes called Debbie Green Box, and they prolong the life of your produce. So in these large ones, I usually put greens. I've got cilantro and parsley in here. I've got washed and trimmed kale ready for a salad or ready to steam and saute with garlic. Up here, I've got chipotle chilies that I use when I'm cooking beans, aloe vera gel that I cut from the stem or leaf of aloe vera, the fresh leaf, and peel that and put the gel in water to keep it fresh, but also to take away any resin that might be an allergen to people. This is just freshly chopped up cilantro ready to go into a guacamole or a salad. Some those chipotle chilies I use to make this black-eyed pea dip, instead of a brown or a black bean dip, I used black-eyed peas, just a little difference. And what else do I have going on here? In this drawer, I have got my freshly stored ginger root, great for freshly pressed juice or smoothies. I also grate them and put them in salad dressings or stir fries. Here are my fresh radishes that I have washed and put on a paper towel inside this Debbie Green box, keeping them nice and fresh. I usually put one or two in a salad. And the same thing here with this jalapeno pepper. I put it on top of a paper towel. And in here, I even add a few cloves of raw garlic, and that keeps any mold away from forming. Down here, I've got my greens, spring mix, and more of that baby red butter leaf lettuce. I've got my aloe vera leaf that I just showed you the gel up there in the water, and some nice celery. From here into the door, we got our condiments. We've got some fruit spread of strawberry jam, olives, and some tomato paste that I might use in a sauce, and just the standard condiments that you might see in lots of fridges. I got my ketchup, but I try to use the low sodium, low sugar. Don't use too much ketchup, but I think every American household has ketchup. Barbecue sauce, 2 barbecue sauces. I've got my maple syrup that I can use as a sweetener from now and then. Capers. These are just good ingredients to make. Always make homemade salad dressings. So sometimes you want to make put a caper in a salad dressing to make a Caesar salad dressing. I've got some wasabi paste. I'll make homemade sushi and make a wasabi paste for that. This is my Dijon mustard. I use that for honey mustard salad dressing. I've got some Thai curry paste, and that goes into any curry dish, red curry, coconut curry dish I might make. And then up here, I just have some chili pepper and Korean chili sauce. Down here, I got my soy milk. My plant milk of choice is just this Westlife soy milk. I love it. Comes in plain or vanilla. And a fresh pressed juice. I try to drink 1 juice a day. Today's juice is going to be carrot beet with ginger and fresh lime. And then, usually I have a number of bottles of water ready to go, to grab and go, keep myself hydrated. Over here, I've got my baking soda rather, that I use to wash my vegetables and fruit. This is sparkling water, and some spring water in a jar to keep it nice and cold and ready. I've got up here some tofu, high protein tofu. If you do use soy products, get organic. And I got this at Food Lion, but you can get this high protein tofu at Trader Joe's, at Whole Foods Market. Pretty much every grocery store I go to, I see that as a choice. So there's that. And another tofu down here, just a regular amount of protein in that one. Here I've got my chia and ground chia seeds, ground flax seeds together, and I just put maybe about 2 tablespoons of that on my oatmeal. Sometimes I put it in my banana nice cream. If I'm making cacao banana nice cream, a frozen, version of like a soft serve ice cream. And here's kimchi, Korean version of a spicy sauerkraut. Put that on a salad usually. Tempeh, fermented tofu, that is very high in protein and full of nutrients. So great to have for another protein source. Here's white miso. It also comes from soy, a fermented soy paste. I use this to make salad dressings, or a traditional Japanese miso soup with scallions and mushrooms and some maybe some edamame or some seaweed. And these are my little treat bars, Lara bars. Just nice to have that as an option. They're pretty much dates, nuts, and peanuts or cacao or pecans as flavoring. Here we go, hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are a high protein, raw seed, great for salad dressings. Pretty much they're loaded with protein, so great source there. All right, so that's the fridge. How about we go and check out the freezer? All right, here's my freezer. I actually have bird seed in here. I feed birds, especially through the winter. So that's some sunflower seeds for the birds. I keep a baking soda in here, keep it fresh. I freeze my nuts when I have a lot of excess. So here's a couple packets of walnuts. I'm not going to use them too fast, so I got to keep them in here. And, just food like leftovers that I want to come to later, they're in here. This bag here is my compost. I keep my vegetable and fruit scraps and throw it into the compost pile. But in between, I keep it in the freezer so I don't get fruit flies or bugs or have stinky trash at all in my house. My trash is plastic or paper. In here, what do we got going on? Let me see if I can pull this out. I keep a dish to make my ice cream and have a cold dish for that. And this is just my frozen fruit section. I've got cherries, I've got mixed berries, I've got wild blueberries. I chop up my bananas and slice them in serving portions to make my nice cream and make that with, like I said, cacao. powder and some flax and chia and a few vegetables. I've got corn and maybe some other vegetables under there. So there you have it. That's my freezer. I don't use too much in the freezer, but just, you know, keeping things fresh or having some frozen fruit or vegetables. Okay, so there you have my tour of my fridge and my freezer. I like to prep a lot of the vegetables and fruit by just washing them or chopping them ahead of time so that they're ready to go in a fruit bowl, a salad, or very easy to chop and place into a stew or a stir fry. So, you know, think about these things that you can do to make your food super accessible and ready and fast when it's time for you to prepare a meal. All right. Well, next time we do a tour, I'll do a tour of like my pantry and dry goods, maybe my dry spices as well. So you can see how I keep all that stuff stocked. Pretty much, I'm always ready to go to make an easy meal. And it doesn't have to be complicated. And I hope that you can be inspired to do the same thing too. Keep it simple, keep it familiar, and work with what you already love, what your taste buds already love. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please like it, subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone who might like or use it, and comment down below, how do you store your fruits and vegetables for an easy and accessible and you know, just delicious way of having your food, your whole food, plant-based food choices ready to go. All right, I'll see you here for the next one. Bye.